recording again start highlight ಆಗಲು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು.
My dear students, this is the second presentation about the commercial banks. We must go through the certain aspects of the commercial banks. Those are definition, function, credit creation, and commercial bank significance. Let us begin with the definition of the commercial bank. A commercial bank is a financial institution which performs the functions of accepting deposits from the general public and giving loans for investment with the aim of earning the profit. In fact, commercial bank, as the name suggests, those are apex profit-seeking institutions. That is, they are usually entering into the banking business to earn the profit. They generally finance trade and commerce with short-term loans. They charges high rate of interest from the borrowers, but pays much less rate of interest to their depositors, with the result that the difference between the two rates of interest becomes the main sources of profit of banks. The most of Indian joints of banks are commercial banks, such as Punjab Bank, Bank of Baroda, Andhra Bank, Canara Bank, Allahabad Bank. These are the certain examples of the commercial banks. Let us discuss about the functions of commercial banks. The two most distinctive features of commercial bank are borrowing and lending. That is, acceptance of deposits and lending of money to projects to earn interest or profit. In short, bank borrowers to lend. The rate of interest offered by the banks to depositor is called borrowing rate, while the rate at which banks lend out is called lending rate. The difference between the rate is called spread, which is appropriated by the banks. Mind, all financial institutions are not commercial banks because only those which perform dual functions of accepting deposits and giving loans are termed as commercial banks. For example, post office are not bank because they do not give loans. Functions of commercial banks are classified into two main categories: A, primary functions, and B, secondary functions. Primary functions are, it accepts deposits. Second one is, it gives loans and advance to the needy people, usually a person who is engaged in commercial activities. Second category of the function is discounting bills of exchange or bundles, providing overdraft facility to the current account holders, agency functions of commercial banks, and performing general utility service to the people. Let us discuss about the primary function of the commercial banks. First one is, it accepts the deposits. A commercial bank accepts the deposits in the form of current, savings, and fixed deposits. It collects the surplus balance of individuals, firms, and finance the temporary needs of commercial transactions. The first task is, therefore, the collecting of savings of the public. The bank does this by accepting deposit from its bankers. Deposits are the lifeline of the banks. Deposits are classified into three types. First one is current account deposit. Such deposits are payable on demand and are therefore called demand deposits. These can be withdrawn by the depositor by any number of times depending upon the balance in the account. The bank does not pay any interest on these deposits but provides check facilities. These accounts are generally maintained by businessmen and industrialists who receives and make business payment of large amount through checks. Second kind of deposit is fixed deposit or time deposit. Fixed deposits have fixed period of maturity. They are referred to as time deposits. These are deposits for a fixed term, that is, period of time ranging from a few days to a few years. These are neither payable on demand nor they enjoy check facility. Further, They can be withdrawn only after the maturity of the specified period, fixed period. They carry high rate of interest comparing with the other form of deposits. They are not treated as a part of money supply recurring deposit in which a regular deposit of an agreed sum is made is also a variant of fixed deposits. Third kind of deposit is savings deposit. These are deposits whose main objective is to save. Savings account is most suitable for individual households. They combine the feature of both current account and fixed deposits. They are payable on demand and also withdrawable by check. But bank gives this facility with some restriction. Example, a bank may allow 4 or 5 checks in a month. Interest paid on savings bank deposit is lesser than that of the fixed deposits. Second function is it gives loans and advances. As bank is established for making the profit, so the amount received in the form of deposit that should be used for banking business by lending it in the form of loans and advances. The second major function of the commercial bank is to give loans and advances, particularly to businessmen and entrepreneurs, and thereby earn interest. This is, in fact, the main source of income of the bank. A bank keeps a certain portion of deposit with itself reserve and gives or lends the balance to the borrowers as a loans and advances in the form of cash credit, demand loans, short-term loans, overdraft, which are explained as under. Cash credit. An eligible borrower is first sanctioned a credit limit, and within that limit, he is allowed to withdraw a certain amount on a given security. The withdrawing power depends upon the borrower's current assets, the stock statement of which is submitted by him to the bank as the basis of security. Interest is charged by the bank on the drawn or utilized portion of credit or loan. Second one is demand loans. A loan which can be recalled on demand is called demand loan. There is no stated maturity. The entire loan amount is paid in lump sum by crediting it to loan account of the borrower. Those like security brokers whose credit needs fluctuates generally take such loans on personal security and financial assets. Third is short-term loans. Short-term loans are given against some securities as a personal loans to finance working capital or as priority sector advance. The entire amount is repaid either in one installment or in a number of installments over the period of loan. Investment. A commercial bank invests their surplus fund in 3 types of securities. It is in the form of government securities. It may invest in the other approved securities and other securities. Bank earns interest on these securities. Second category of the functions performed by the commercial bank is secondary function. That is discounting bills of exchange or bundles. A bill of exchange represents a promise to pay a fixed amount of money at a specific point of time in future. It can also be encashed earlier through discounting process of a commercial bank. Alternatively, a bill of exchange is document acknowledging an amount of money owed in consideration of goods received. It is a paper asset signed by debtor and the creditor for fixed amount payable on a fixed date. It works like this. Fourth one is overdraft facility. An overdraft is an advance given by allowing a customer keeping current account to overdraw his current account up to an agreed limit. It is facility to a depositor for overdrawing the amount than the amount of the balance which is appearing in credit of his account. In other words, depositors of current account makes arrangement with the bank that in case a check has been drawn by them which are not covered by the deposit, then the bank should grant overdraft and honor the check. The security for overdraft is generally financial assets like shares, debentures, life insurance policies of the account holders, so on. There are a lot of difference in between the overdraft facility and loan. First one is overdraft is made without security in the current account, but loans are given against the security. Second difference is in case of loan, the borrower has to pay interest on full amount sanctioned, but in case of overdraft, the borrower is given the facility of borrowing only such as much as he is required. Third difference is whereas the borrowers of loan pays interest on amount outstanding against him, but customer of overdraft pays interest on the daily balance. There are other functions which are likely to be performed by the agency in the form of agency function. Transfer of funds. It provides facility for cheap and easy remittance of funds from one place to another place through demand draft, mail transfer, telegraph transfer, etc. Secondly, collection of fund. It collects fund through checks, bills, bundles, and demand draft on behalf of its customers. Thirdly, payment of various items. It makes payment of taxes, insurance premium, and bills as per the direction of the customer. Purchase and sale of securities. It buys and sells and keep in safe custody securities and shares on behalf of its customer. Fifth one is collection of individuals, interest on shares and debentures is made on behalf of its customer. Fourth one is act as a trustee and executor of property of its customers on advice of its customers. And last one is it issues the letter of reference. It gives information about economic position of its customer to traders and provides a similar information about other traders to its customers. Sixth one is performing general utility service. The bank provides many general utility services, some of which are as under. First one is it issues the traveler's check. The bank issues traveler's checks and gift checks. Second one is locker facility. The customer can keep their ornament and important document in locker for safe custody. Third one is underwriting securities issued by government, public or private bodies. Fourth one is purchase and sale of foreign exchange, that is currency. Credit creation or money creation is a very important function that one is likely to be performed by the commercial banks. Reserve Bank of India produce money, while commercial bank increase the supply of money by creating credit, which is also treated as money creation. Commercial banks create credit in the form of secondary deposits. Money multipliers. It means the multiple by which total deposit increased due to interest primary deposit. Money multiplier is the initiate of large reserve ratio. That is, if LRR is 10%, that is 10 upon 100 or 0.1, then money multiplier is 1 upon 0.1, that is 10. Smaller the LRR, larger would be the size of money utilizer credited to his account. He simply gives the checkbook to draw checks when the needs money. The bank is able to lend money and charge interest without participating with cash because the bank loan simply creates a deposit for the borrowers. Types of commercial banks: scheduled banks and non-scheduled banks. Further, scheduled banks are classified as public sector banks, private sector banks, and foreign banks. Public sector commercial banks are classified as SBI and its subsidiary and other nationalized banks. Scheduled banks and non-scheduled banks. Commercial banks are classified into two broad categories: scheduled banks and non-scheduled banks. First one is scheduled bank are those which are included in the second schedule of Reserve Bank of India. A scheduled bank must have a paid-up capital and reserve of at least rupees 5 lakh. RBI provides special facility including credit to scheduled banks. Some of important scheduled banks are State Bank of India and its subsidiary banks, nationalized banks, foreign banks, so on. Let us discuss about the significance of commercial bank. Commercial banks plays much such an important role in the economic development of the country that modern industrial economy cannot exist without them. They constitute nerve center of production, trade, and industry of country. In the words of Wicksell, bank is the heart and central point of modern exchange economy. The following points highlights the significance of the commercial banks. First one is they promote savings and accelerate the rate of capital formation. Second one is they are source of finance and credit for trade and industry. Thirdly, they promote balanced regional development by opening branches in backward areas. Fourthly, bank credit enables entrepreneurs to innovate and invest, which accelerate the process of economic development. Fifth one is they help in promoting large-scale production and growth of priority sectors such as agriculture, small-scale industries, retail trader, and export. Sixth one is they create credit in the sense that they are able to give more loans and advances than the cash position of the depositor permits. Seventh one is they helps commerce and trade industry to expand their field of operation. Eighth one is thus they make optimum utilization of the resources possible. Thank you very much. Musaka, हुआ स्टॉप क्यों नहीं है ये स्टॉप से गए थे एंड मीटिंग करने का है
And on.